A whistleblower revealed to the New York Times that right-wing Justice Samuel Alito prematurely revealed the outcome of the Hobby Lobby decision to a right-wing mega donor weeks in advance. This donor had deep ties to the anti-abortion movement. In the controversial Hobby Lobby case, the court ruled 5-4 that requiring family-owned corporations to pay for insurance covering contraception violated their religious liberties. The New York Times reports that the decision would have major implications for birth control access, President Barack Obama's new health care law, Obamacare, and corporations' ability to claim religious rights. How did this happen? How did this leak occur? On June 3, 2014, Ohio conservative megadonors Gail and Donald Wright dined privately with Justice Alito and his wife Martha Ann. The following day, Gail Wright contacted anti-abortion activist Reverend Rob Schenck, who led the nonprofit Faith in Action. In an email obtained by the Times, she wrote, "Rob, if you want some interesting news, please call. No emails." Why wouldn't she want this on email unless she was hiding something? According to Schenck, who now disavows his former right-wing views on abortion, Gail Wright told him that Hobby Lobby would win its case and that Justice Alito had written the majority opinion. Additionally, the Wright family obtained prime seats at the Supreme Court to watch the Hobby Lobby decision in person. Wright wrote, "We were invited to use seats from Nino and Sam." Of course, those are the nicknames of Antonin Scalia and Samuel Alito. Wow, that's all I can say. Schenck explains why he is coming forward now. He said, quote, "What we did was wrong. You can position yourself in a special category with regard to the justices. You can gain access, have conversations, share prayers." In fact, Schenck's organization crafted a cunning scheme in 2000 to procure influence with conservative Supreme Court justices. He would recruit wealthy, high society conservative donors to cozy up to tainted justices like Alito, Scalia, and Clarence Thomas. He dubbed his team the Ministry of Emboldenment, and the dubious project was called Operation Higher Court. With such unscrupulous judges clinging to right-wing agendas, the effort was much easier than Schenck expected. The Times reports, quote, "Schenck gained access through faith, through favors traded with gatekeepers, and through wealthy donors to his organization. He called those working with him stealth missionaries." The megadonor Wright often hunted with Justice Scalia, and the couple socialized with the Alitos, Scalias, and Thomases. They hosted the Alitos at their retreat near Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and the Alitos had the Wrights for dinner at their home in Alexandria, Virginia. Schenck said he visited Justices Scalia and Thomas in their chambers, where he shaped prayers as political messages, using phrases like the sanctity of human life to plea for an end to abortion, which we all know has happened. I'm sorry, is this The Handmaid's Tale or the Supreme Court? In addition to speaking with the New York Times, Schenck sent a letter to Chief Justice John Roberts regarding his being tipped off on the 2014 Hobby Lobby decision. So far, Roberts has failed to respond. And this is odd, considering that John Roberts is currently investigating the early leak of the draft decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Both opinions were written by Justice Samuel Alito. Although caught in what appears to be a bald-faced lie, Alito says he played no role in either leak, while the preponderance of evidence says otherwise. It seems that Alito's egotistical desire to be a conservative folk hero and movement leader has created a situation where his loose lips could sink the Supreme Court ship, or at a bare minimum, at least further erode trust in the Supreme Court. This latest scandal comes on the heels of Justice Clarence Thomas refusing to recuse himself from January 6th related cases, even as his treason wife Ginny peddled the big lie conspiracy and labored intensely to overthrow our democracy. If you think about it, the United States appears to have two different Supreme Courts operating under the same roof. One has sworn fealty to a radical movement and the Bible, while the other has pledged allegiance to the United States of America and the U.S. Constitution. At this point, expanding the court must be an option, and we also must create new ethics laws to ensure Supreme Court members act with integrity. Obviously, the current crop of conservatives is simply too corrupt, too unethical, and too consumed by conflicts of interest to continue holding the reins of such power. They have soiled the Supreme Court's role as a fair arbiter of justice. The only solution to this ongoing catastrophe is for the implicated justices to step down. But we all know they lack the morality and professionalism to put their country before their political party, their movement, and their religious agendas.